Hey Alexa, Merry Christmas.
Okay.
There we are. The Christmas lights on the tree, the Christmas decorations, the bells, all of these things, all of these traditions pointing towards this season. That's what we're talking about today. And we're starting a new carol today. The carol is I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. If you're not familiar with it, I encourage you to go check it out online. Go check out the traditional carol and hear the lyrics and listen to the lyrics. They speak of this dissonance in Christmas, where we have all these traditions like the bells that point towards peace on earth. But then in our own lives, we don't always feel the peace on earth. We look at the world around us, we don't see peace on earth. And it talks about that dissonance. And what is that dissonance? Well, we have all these Christmas traditions, all these happy things, all these things that point towards the season. And traditions can distract us. They can distract us from the real meaning of this particular season. Traditions can also be a good thing. I think in the Jewish tradition of Passover, it was a reminder of what God had done and what God was doing. And then as Christians, we have the Lord's Supper, something that Jesus specifically gave us to remind us, a tradition to remind us of what he did on the cross. And so traditions can be a good thing, but they can also become the thing. And as we look in our passage in Mark chapter 7 today, that's what happened with these Pharisees and teachers of the law. They had these ceremonial washing traditions they were supposed to do. They had a whole list of them that were not even necessarily biblical. They were just extra traditions that they added in order to support what their routines and those kind of things were. And what Jesus calls them to account is, he says, you do all these actions, you do all these traditions, you do all these things, but your heart is far from God. You're not connecting with even the reason for it. So when we decorate, when we put up the lights, when we go to church, when we sing these carols, that's good tradition, but if it's just to the traditions, it can lead us in the wrong direction. We need to be about who this season is about. We need to look into the story and remind ourselves that there is peace on earth, not just now, but also to its fullness. It's coming in the second coming of Jesus. It's a now and not yet thing. We can experience God's peace now, but we also are going to experience it as we trust him in the future for what he's going to do. And so as you look at this season, as you listen to these carols, I hope for you it wouldn't be all about the tradition, but that it would be about the person of Jesus Christ.